I know I don't look like it, but I am a grandfather. It is not typical for someone who is 28 to have grandchildren. Well, at least I believe I look like I'm 28. Anyway, one of my major worries as a grandfather and a father is to ensure the children in my care do not get hurt. But getting bumps and bruises comes with exploration, which is natural for children. Unlike adults, though, children usually recover quickly and continue to explore despite the temporary setback. When Naomi, my granddaughter, began to crawl, she discovered a way to explore and challenge herself. Stairs! My house has a long stairway leading up to the second floor. The moment Naomi discovered that, she immediately wanted to try out those stairs. She was crawling at the time. From her very first time at this fun activity, I crawled up each step behind her. I protected her from tumbling backwards and ensuring that Naomi made it to the top successfully. I then carried her down. Naomi wanted to do it again and again and again and again. When her little legs grew strong, I carefully walked her down to the bottom. She, though, was amused and wanted to do it again and again and again. After that first experience with the stairs, every time Naomi came for a visit, she made a beeline for the stairs. I followed her and I reminded her each time to wait for me. I noticed that she would check to make sure that I was behind her before she started crawling and then later walking up the stairs. One day, Naomi surprised me. She entered the house and wanted to go up the stairs. I was outside. So Naomi sat at the bottom waiting for me. As soon as I came in the front door, she giggled and started hustling up the stairs. Here is my point to this cute story as it relates to good leadership. As a mentor to emerging and reluctant leaders, you are constantly guiding and shaping their leadership skills even when you do not realize it. This means you have to be clear in your intentions because these intentions are critical in shaping the attitude of the person you mentor. Similar to what I did for Naomi, you are protecting them from harm. You do this by ensuring that they do not take on more responsibility than they can handle. You want them to grow and be challenged, but not to burn out prematurely or fail miserably. Just as I did with Naomi, you are preventing them from sliding backwards. When she first started going up the stairs, Naomi occasionally slipped or missed a step. I was her backstop. Likewise, you are behind the emerging leaders supporting them in numerous ways. With the knowledge of your full support, the person will gain the confidence to be in charge. Being a leader is not easy, especially in the beginning. Old habits die hard. Therefore, one of your duties as a mentor is to point out opportunities where the leader could improve. Just as I did with Naomi, you are transferring reliance from your expertise to theirs. There's a fine line that you face as a mentor that you need to be aware of. It is possible to create a condition where the new leader fails to develop his or her own judgment and relies solely on yours. In the early stages of development of a new leader, that is okay, but at some point they need to fly using their own wings. After a time, I let Naomi slip when she missed a step, even though my heart stopped. As painful as it was for me, I knew she had to learn how to recover. After many months of being her shadow on my stairs, I stayed at the bottom and watched silently as she carefully walked up by herself. She kept looking back to see if I was watching. My smile encouraged her. When she beamed at her victory of a successful solo trip, she made it to the top. I celebrated with her. With those you mentor, it is important that they learn from their own mistakes and poor decisions. The quicker they accept this as a condition of leadership, the quicker they can lead on their own. Just as I did with Naomi, you are sparking their enthusiasm to take on new responsibilities. A critical area of leadership that mentors often overlook is enthusiasm. Naomi, no matter how tired she was, climbed the stairs with enthusiasm. She got a sense of pride and accomplishment each time she reached the top, and another when she made it back down. You can instill enthusiasm in your emerging leader by creating a celebration each time the person makes a wise decision, becomes proactive, and takes the lead. This may feel uncomfortable for you at first, but get over yourself. Studies confirm my observations that when humans celebrate their endeavors, the enthusiasm to continue the endeavor increases. I will bet that you have experienced that many times in your life. The problem is that we forget how important celebration is to us and to our attitudes. And that's because of this natural law of life. Enthusiasm begets enthusiasm, ennui begets ennui. Ennui stands for boredom. Which attitude do you want your company to encourage new leaders to have, enthusiasm or boredom? You want your new and reluctant leaders to take charge sooner rather than later. You can make this happen by carefully adopting these 4 practices as you train, coach, and mentor your leaders. First, protect them from harm in the preliminary stages of their leadership responsibility. 2, transfer their reliance from your expertise to their own. 3, prevent them from sliding backwards by focusing on where they can improve. 4, build their enthusiasm by being enthusiastic for them and celebrating their competence and growth. I guarantee you will discover that the leadership learning curve actually shortens for them, and your reputation as a leader who develops great leaders will grow. Please feel free to share this information with your colleagues. Send me your questions about the critical topics of leadership development and training.